second greatest scoring performance in NBA history. 18 for 20 from the line and an 81-point game.
So I'll never forget January 22nd, 2006. The Toronto Raptors were playing the Los Angeles Lakers. And you would think that this would just be another regular season game, but it wasn't, because in this particular game, Kobe Bryant showed up and Kobe Bryant dropped 81 points on the Toronto Raptors. It was like he was clearly in the zone. I remember an interview where Kobe Bryant essentially said that the size of the rim looked like the ocean, like he just could not miss. He was clearly in the zone. And as I was watching this and watched the replays several times, I asked myself, what would an organization look like if it was in the zone? If it was experiencing this flow state where it just could not miss and everything that it did, it was able to accomplish, what would have to take place? What would be going on underneath the hood of that organization in order for it to operate on this high level? And what I came up with is that there's really three things that your organization needs in order to operate on a high level. Now, let me just say this, that just because you're in the zone and just because you're experiencing a flow state doesn't mean that there is not opposition. Kobe Bryant was still playing against the Toronto Raptors, who were trying to present some type of defense. So there were people on the court. He wasn't just open gym playing by himself. No, there will be opposition. A flow state doesn't mean that there's no challenges. A flow state just means that you are able to overcome these challenges with such efficiency and such accuracy and such ease that the challenges aren't able to prevent you from accomplishing your goal. So there's three things that you need. Number one, in order for your organization to be in a flow state, you have to have effective, courageous leadership. That's right. Your leadership has to be effective and courageous. You think it would go without saying, but I really just have to reiterate it, that in order for your organization to really move forward and to accomplish your goals, it really starts and ends and everything rises and falls on leadership. Leadership that is honest, leadership that is competent, leadership that is transparent, leadership that is forward-looking, leadership that is focused, leadership that is empathetic and understands what's going on with its team members and the people around you. You need a leadership team that is cohesive and on the same page. Number one, you have to have effective, courageous leadership. The second thing that you need in order to accomplish an organizational flow state is you have to have organizational clarity. That's right. You need to be able to know exactly where your organization is going. What are our goals? What are our objectives? What's the vision? What's the 5-year plan, the 10-year plan? What's our strategy? How are we going to get there? What's our contingency plan? If something goes wrong, where are we going from there? You have to be clear. Too many organizations are experiencing tension within the organization because you have individuals who are pulling in different directions. No, organizational clarity means that we are all focused and aligned and we are all pulling in the same direction. You have to have organizational clarity. And if you are the leader, it is your primary responsibility. Let me say that again. It is your primary responsibility to make sure that everyone on every level of your organization is extremely clear on exactly where you are leading them. You have to have organizational clarity. And the third and final thing that you have to have, if you're going to experience that Kobe Bryant 81-point organizational flow state, is you have to have healthy systems, right? You have to have systems for, and let's just use a church, for example. You have to have a volunteer system and a discipleship system and a worship system and an outreach system. You have to have systems in place that actually work. You can have a good team and you can know where you're going, but if the engine doesn't work, if the carburetor's not working, if the transmission's not working, if the fuel injector is not working, if the shocks and spring suspension system's not working, then you're not going to ever be able to reach your destination. Even though you might have a great leader, a great driver, and you know where you're going, if the systems aren't on point, you won't reach your destination. So you have to have healthy systems. And as a leader, it's your responsibility to build a team that can really work together to make sure the systems are on point. So I want to experience that flow state. I want you to experience that flow state as a leader in your organization. Make sure that you are modeling effective, courageous leadership. Make sure that you have organizational clarity that has been cascaded all the way down to the lowest level organization and everyone knows where they're going. and then make sure that you have healthy systems in place that will lead you and take you to where you feel you are called to go.